Hi guys, thank you for tuning in to my eyebrow tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you the steps and products I use to achieve my eyebrows filled in. As you can see, they are not perfect. They are not as filled and as thick as I'd like them naturally. Arches are not perfect and they're not even, which unfortunately happens, but hey, we're gonna work with it. No two eyebrows are alike. So the main products that I use for my brow routine are a pair of tweezers that are slanted at the head, a spoolie, don't know the brand name, but it works, it does the job, an angled brush from the Up and Up brand, if I am correct, available at Target, my Brow Fix Brow Kit by Milani in the shade 02 Medium. And look, you can see my camera. Hello. My clear brow and lash mascara from e.l.f., which I also got from Target. So some other products that I use when I want a defined look is my concealer brush in conjunction with the True Match Super Blendable Crayon Concealer in W45 by L'Oreal, tinted brow mascara in Brunette by NYX for a super defined polished look for my brows. Tweezing my brows is crucial. It keeps the strays from getting out of hand and it keeps my brows from looking as clean as possible, and I really try to do what I can to tweeze it to make them look as similar as possible as well. Arches aren't the same, as you can probably tell. Now I'm going in with that spoolie mentioned from earlier to just brush my hairs into place and to make it look a little bit more better than when I just wake up in the morning and they're in all different directions. Now using that angled brush, I'm going to be using my Milani Brow Kit in Brow 2, which is the darker brow shades. I'm going to start to apply the product on my brush and distribute the product at the bottom tail portion of my brows, working from the bottom, concentrating more of the product near the tail and the arch, and then blending whatever is left from the brush towards the front of my brows. Now using the Brow 1 product in my brow kit, I'm going to start to distribute that portion of the product towards the first half of my brows. It's the lighter shade, so it'll work as a nice coloring and filling in of the brows. I like to just follow the same sort of blending technique I do and then flick my brush vertically so I can kind of box it without it looking too harsh. Going back into Brow 2, I'm just going to repeat the same sort of method with concentrating more of the darker color towards the top portion of my arch and tail, and then blending whatever's left towards the beginning portions of my eyebrows. Going back into Brow 1 again, I'm just going to define the top portion of my brows very lightly, blending downwards and just blending the product throughout my brows like so. Going to now run the spoolie through my brush to distribute the product more evenly, blend away any harshness. I'm going to clean up any product that may have extended further up with the spoolie. I'm also going to do the same under my brows and towards the front like so. To set my brows in place, I'm just going to be using that e.l.f. product from earlier. It distributes a lot of gel, so I have to use a spoolie just to comb everything through and to remove any excess product. Using the highlight shimmery shade in the brow kit, I'm going to be using the sponge tip applicator to put the product on there and apply it underneath the arches of my brows. After I apply it, that's pretty much my everyday brow routine. Just gives a little bit of a boost to the overall look. Now, if I really want my brows to look really defined and polished, I'm actually going to skip the gel step as well as the highlighting step. I'm going to jump into concealing my brows, so I'm going to take that brush in the crayon concealer. I'm going to apply some product onto the brush, dab off the excess on my hand because I really don't like that over concealed brow look personally. It's nothing I enjoy. I'm going to start concealing towards the front part of my brows and then blend further down where the tail is. I'm also going to conceal on the sides of my tail, but I don't like bringing the concealer above my brows. Again, not a big fan of the over concealed look. I used to do it, didn't look good, no one ever told me. Just going to blend away the concealer so there's no harsh marks where it ends and where my actual skin begins. So I'm just going to blend it away. I'll be going back in with that highlight shade from earlier, applying that underneath the arches of my brows to once again give it a nice boost. And then finally, to finish this look, I'm going to go in with the brow mascara from NYX and run this through my brows. However, there is clear gel that's through it, so it made this process a lot more difficult, and I ended up putting in a little bit more product than usual because of the fact that there was already a gel on top of everything. You can see what a difference it looks when you've got your brows done. It's a lot more defined, a lot more polished, gives a face a nice finished look as opposed to when my brows aren't done. It really does look dramatically different without looking too harsh. And here I am concluding the video with some eyebrow raises. So this is the final result of my brows being filled in and gelled out and concealed. As you can tell, it looks a lot more defined. It gives a nice border to the face and the eye makeup that I have going on today. I always feel really put together when I have my brows done, so I always try to squeeze it in even if I can't do my foundation or anything else. As you can tell, they're not 100% perfect. I'm still lacking a little bit of hair at the tail end here as opposed to here. This end's not as long as this, and the arches don't match up 100%, but I do my best to make it as pleasing to the eye and as similar as possible. And you know, they will grow, and until then I will continue to trim them and keep them looking groomed. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope something in this video was found useful that you can apply towards your brow routine. A little side mention I want to make is that the Brow Fix Brow Kit by Milani is going to be reviewed soon, so keep an eye out for this review in the next week or so, because I really do love this product and there's just a lot of great things about this that I would like to share with you guys. So that concludes everything about my eyebrow routine. I've showed you the products I've used, even the extra steps that I take in order to really give this a nice polished look. Oops. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and like always, take care, peace, love, unity, and respect. See you guys later. Bye. Did you catch the new background? Lighting might be a little weird because it took me forever to do like my eye makeup. So hopefully the lighting doesn't look horrible. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it.